Hello everyone, my name is Ronak Chatterjee. I am a digital marketing expert. So today I have with me Mr. Dhiraj. Dhiraj is a technology expert and a corporate trainer and an entrepreneur. Hi Dhiraj. Basically Dhiraj believes if right technical business knowledge is imparted to the professional, they can thrive to grow. So hi Dhiraj, how are you doing?
Hi Ronak, I'm absolutely fine. How
Yeah,
about you? How are you doing?
yeah I'm doing fine now.
Yeah, so because of this COVID thing, we all are locked down in our
Yeah,
homes and at times it becomes quite frustrating.
yeah,
But
definitely.
if we see the other side of the coin,
Mhm.
this quarantine time brings ample amount of time to renovate how the world was taking the business earlier and
Mhm.
now how the business rules are going to change. Me and Ronak have decided to come up with a video for our viewers to tell them what all changes will take place post COVID and during COVID. So Ronak and me have prepared a questionnaire that you can tell as frequently asked questions that most of us are thinking about those questions, but we are not finding the right answers. So today we are going to help you with the right answers based on our past experience and research analysis and our vision based out in future. So hope we will answer your queries and
Yeah.
this video will turn out to be good resource.
Yeah,
So Ronak,
definitely a
are
productive
we
one.
all set?
Yeah, definitely. So let's get on to the first question. So my question is, there is a currently a situation going on, like a lockdown going on and the COVID-19 pandemic going on. So according to you, how a business can survive? Like I'm talking about both type of business, like an online business and offline or brick and mortar business. How can they survive this situation?
Ronak, considering the present scenario, we all have known that e-commerce has come up a big player as a big player. So we are aware of the fact that companies like Flipkart, Amazon, Grofers, all those companies were a big hit in India, though they were in financial losses.
Yeah.
But now they will be like 10 times more in demand
Mhm.
because people will hesitate to go out of their home and do the shopping from brick and mortar businesses, because earlier people used to be afraid that if they do shopping on online their credit card information may get stolen or something hacking may occur on their account. So those kind of fears were there. But after this COVID, because now it has come to the survival, so if people have to get the grocery, there will be online platforms to order the grocery. So definitely e-commerce business already had took a big hit on brick and mortar business earlier before COVID. But during and after COVID, what I believe is that brick and mortar business will further be hit badly, and there will be new e-commerce platforms that will be coming up based on the similar grounds as Flipkart and Amazon. So recently we are hearing the news that companies like Reliance, which is driven by Mukesh Ambani, they
Mhm.
have done tie-ups with online businesses.
Right.
So right now online data is being seen as new crude oil. Like as we all know that crude oil has touched the bottom below the $0,
Yeah,
but
right.
companies like Mukesh Ambani, Reliance, they are focusing on digital data, which is the new gold. So I guess brick and mortar business will further be hit badly, and there will be new e-commerce websites and platforms that will be coming up to facilitate the consumer base.
Yeah, that's a nice idea, and I think that will be right. But let's see some other type of businesses like online businesses. Those online businesses are sometimes depend upon some offline business. Like,
Mm,
so according to how they can survive, like many digital marketing companies,
mm,
they do marketing for a offline business or a brick and mortar type
right.
of business.
Mm-hmm.
But they affected by this, like indirectly,
Right.
but they affected by this. So
Mm-hmm.
how can they survive, or how can they do to survive this current situation?
What I believe, Ronak, that brick and mortar businesses, like if they are running 20% business offline, they will have to increase their presence online. So
Right.
let us take an example of a chemist shop or a pharmacy.
Okay.
Now we all know that there are platforms like MedLife, then we have Practo, and other many platforms which are providing
Yeah.
free medicines, not free medicines, medicines with heavy discounts like 20, and they are sending it to the customers. So let us say I
Right.
have a chemist shop, I have a pharmaceutical shop. So that brick and mortar business will keep on running, but at the same time I will have to increase my presence online so that people can send their orders online, and we can fulfill their requirements.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. So my next question is work from home is going to be the new normal?
Well, work from home has been on cards of the many big IT companies for several few years. So
Okay.
like my last organization was HCL, and I'm talking about 5 years back. So we used to get work from home quite often. I don't think there is any harm in working from home unless and until the work is getting done. So yesterday I was also reading an article that companies like TCS, HCL, and Infosys, these companies have decided that even after COVID, majority of their workforce will be working from home, right? So work from home definitely will be evolving as a new trend, and we will see that a lot more people will be working from the comfort of their home rather than visiting offices. The reason why I'm telling this is because this is the beginning of the viruses coming. Like if we observe the history for past 4-5 years, we had viruses like SARS, Ebola, right? Those kind of viruses. So trend is going up. So after like this COVID virus also, there will be lot more viruses coming up in the future also. So I guess the work from home will be the right approach in the coming few years.
So is it more productive?
Definitely, because the entire world is getting adapted to it, right? So I guess the companies will have to train their employees. Now earlier there used to be a lot of teamwork. Like people used to visit office, they have to work in team of like 8 to 10 people. Then they have to interact physically. But now the companies will be providing the trainings to the employees how they can improve the efficiency online. So there will be some leadership programs which will be coming up to train their employees that how they can work more effectively and can be more productive when they are working online. So that's what I believe.
Right. See, Dheeraj, you know, I manage my own company. So I want advice from you. So how can I manage my workforce? Like you know, I am managing my work from home, and they are
Right.
all working from home. So I want advice from you. So how can I manage them more productively or more effectively so that they can do work as much as they can, and they are as productive as when they're working with me now?
So, well, that's a good question, Ronak. So, online, if we check, there are so many tools available. Like if we search on Google, there are plenty of project management tools available. So, I guess access of those tools can be given to every employee so that at the end of the day, they can log in their performance, they can upload the data onto those softwares, and all the team members will be on the same page. Okay, that let us say Mr. X has done this much work today, or Mr. Y has done this much work. So everything will be in black and white, right? So we know that sometimes verbally people can mislead you when it comes to work, but when everything is documented on softwares, on project management tools, then I don't think that there will be any issues for misleading or something like that. And moreover, the salaries can be decided on the basis of their performance, and
Right.
we can ask them to let us say we give them a task, okay,
Mhm.
and we can give them a deadline or a timeline that you have to finish this task, let us say in 4 hours or in 2 days. So there has to be a specific time limit attached to it, and end of the day we all will be able to see the performance, the outcome. So based on that we can decide.
Right, right. So Dheeraj, my next question is, right, how digitally, like in online, how can an employee or a working person can enhance or learn a new skill?
Ronak, even if we talk about prior to COVID-19, like if we check the history for past 5 years, we have seen that e-learning industry was always like more than $4 billion industry. But
Right.
during COVID and post-COVID, definitely the stakes are going to go up. So it will be like it may touch around $15 billion or $18 billion, something like that in coming couple of years. So e-learning is always the best platform. You don't have to visit the classrooms, or you don't have to travel. You save a lot of time on traveling, and you just open your laptop or your mobile phone and you start learning whenever you get the time. So even if you are working professional, and people used to tell that 4 hours they are traveling and 8 to 9 hours they are working in office, so they hardly used to get any time for learning new skills. But because of this COVID and prior to COVID also, if we talk specifically about e-learning platforms, so that is definitely advantageous as compared to this physical classrooms.
Right, right. So how can a company do this? Like a company wants their employee to get certain skill, or want their employee to enhance their certain skill. How can they approach some e-learning platform or e-learning website like something
So
like that?
Ronak, in e-learning, we are aware that there are two types of courses. One is self-paced course, so wherein the trainer record their course, and people, they subscribe to their programs and learn the course. The other one is live instructor led. Let us say there are 6 to 7 people in the batch, and trainer and people will join at the same time, and trainer will impart the knowledge, and it will be the live session like what we are doing right now. So
Right.
people, if they have any doubts, if they have any questions, they will be able to ask from the trainer, and trainer will also be able to ask them the questions. So it will be like physical training, classroom training, but in the virtual format.
Right, right. Yeah, definitely. So according to you, how much time it will going to be normal after lockdown for the businesses? How much time it can take?
Well, Ronak, to be honest, economy of the entire world has been hit very badly. So if I give you the false commitment, as per my research, it's gonna take a long time, maybe 2 years or 3 years to come everything to the normalcy. But whether it comes to normalcy or not, it doesn't matter, because the way we used to do the business before COVID we will no longer be implementing the same methods. Okay, so post COVID there will be entirely new dynamics that will be added, that we used to do the business. So there will be a lot of changes that we will see, and all for the good, right? I'm not saying that the condition will deteriorate. It will definitely improve, and definitely we will have some new benchmarks wherein there will be more transparency, and the business will be done more ethically. That's what I'm seeing from here.
Right. So again, my question is like, if the current situation like lockdown and all, it is last for like an year and more than a year. So according to you, how is the small businesses or medium businesses going to survive it, or they will just going to be destroyed?
Definitely. So small and medium businesses will have more encouragement from this COVID thing. So let us say earlier, before COVID, we had a success ratio of around 5% or 10% of the new businesses. Now definitely it's gonna go up, because you know that there will be a lot of job cuts. Okay, a lot of people will be fired from their current job. So what they will do, they will think about starting their own venture. right? So they will, because now it has come to the survival. They are not getting the salaries from their offices. So what is the other thing they can do? They will try to start their own business and will try to fulfill the market needs. So I guess the small and medium businesses will have the more successful ratios in coming few days
That's
or
very
in coming
optimistic.
few months. Yeah.
It's like breath of fresh air. Right. So, like I think like there are some joint ventures among companies can resolve this current issue somehow. So, what
Right.
do you think about that?
Definitely joint ventures were earlier a success also before COVID, and post COVID also it will be a big success, this joint ventures. So what I personally believe, like let us say you are an expert in digital marketing, I am a corporate trainer. If both of us can combine our skills, definitely the final product will be a good one or will be a
Right.
better product. So if all the
Like
companies
say this video, this video. Yeah,
right.
it's very productive.
Yeah. So if other companies also they come close together and bring some new products to the market, then
Yeah.
definitely we will have a new set of consumer base who are definitely going to like the new product or the new outcome.
Right. So, Dheeraj, what is your message to your like customers or consumers or your associates? What's your message to them?
My message to the subscribers or the people who are viewing from both our sides, from the Vedas Technocrat or from the Eduism side, that this is the right time. COVID-19, you have two options: whether you can contract yourself, you can think that things are not working fine, or you can expand your knowledge, you can be more aggressive in settling down your career, you can learn new skills, because as we know that e-learning is the new platform. So I request all the viewers to learn new skills. I'm not saying through our agency, or just enhance your knowledge. If you need any help, you can contact us. And the other thing that I want to say is the digital marketing is going to be a big hit, because people will be coming out of their homes in very less quantity. So most of the time they will be spending over the internet. So digital marketing is a platform that enables you to showcase your business over the internet. So I guess digital marketing and e-learning, both the platforms will be a big hit. And I advise my viewers or my subscribers to devote more time learning new skills, e-learning skills, or learning, devoting the resources in terms of money and time to digital marketing. Think about promoting your business in terms of digital marketing, and at the same time start equipping yourself with new skills. So that is my advice to the viewers.
Dheeraj, you are yourself a director of a e-learning platform like Eduism.
Right.
So, like, what are the benefits you can provide, the new enrollment who are going to do, or the current one, or the existing one? So, what are the benefits they can get from it?
So Ronak, our company focuses on corporate trainings. We generally help people who are already working in the corporates for past 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 12 years. So we help them acquiring new skills. Okay, so this is the best time, because we know that there will be a lot of job cuts, and the person who has most number of skills, he will be able to survive in the market, right? So my advice to our viewers is do not hesitate to learn a new skill, and this is the right time. The time that you devote in learning the new skill will be a fruitful for you in long term. Even when the jobs are being cut, the only way to secure your job or to start a new business is to learn the new skill, and you will come out with the flying colors.
Right. That's a very beneficiary thing I would say. So like you were Eduism, and my Vedas Technocrats, like how can we help jointly different companies during this situation? Like what is your proposal? How can we help them like join?
So the way we can help is we can provide more useful information to our viewers in this crisis situation. We can provide them more authentic information in short and crisp manner, and if we can help our viewers in such a way that after watching our videos or after watching our content, they feel that they feel motivated, or they feel that they have learned something new through our e-learning platform or our digital marketing platform, and they can bring in more subscribers who can also benefit from us. So definitely I think that our joint venture will be successful.
Yeah. Thank you about that. Dheeraj, we are now going to end. We are at the very end of our video. So, like as Dheeraj said, I am feel very optimistic now, and thanks to that for that. And I think we will come on top, and we come on top together. Like we are all together in this fight, and definitely we are going to win that. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving your time. And we're definitely going to make this kind of videos in the future. Let's see what people are going to think about that.
Absolutely, Ronak. It was a pleasure talking to you and sharing all these information with you for our viewers. I hope our viewers will get motivated after watching this video, and they will expand their knowledge, and definitely they will come up with flying colors.
Yeah. So I want to say something to our viewers. If you like this video, please like it. And if you have any suggestion, if you have any query, please tell us in the comment section, or you can message us both. I will give our contact information, like our Facebook page, Instagram handles in this description. So please follow us. And if you have any question, ask us. You can comment here. And if you like the video, you can share with your friends, family, or your colleague. Thank you for watching.
Definitely, Ronak. So everyone, please like, subscribe, and share this video so that more number of people can take benefit from such information. Thank you all for listening to us.
Yeah, thank you.